Right, okay. So we're going to go in and do our dry work. You understand how to all collect your energy in the beginning, place your hands on, meet and greet the feet, mobilize the joints. Again, that's another set of techniques of introducing yourself to the client. You don't need to do it all the time. If it's a nice relaxing treatment, definitely. If it's a physical treatment, I always do the shiggling of the legs to feel where the tension is in the hips. Okay, so she flinched there, just as I was using the airplane on her shoulder. So I know that I need to pull back with my pressure there. And this is how quickly you should be running through your dry work. Again, the dry work should take about 30 to 45 seconds. And I'm assessing where is the tension, where is she tight, where do I want to work. So already Kyla communicated with me downstairs, my neck is very sore. Can you help me with my neck this afternoon? So I want to be doing a good neck and shoulder session and upper back session with her straight away, okay? All right, so on my assessment there, what I'm getting is much more tension here in this shoulder than this one, and more tension running down this side than this side. So let me just go in now, both sides, and see what side's tighter. Interestingly, we've got tension here in the neck. She's tighter here in the neck. So that's very unusual. Normally you find that if the shoulder here is tight, the neck's going to be tighter there. So she's got lots of imbalances all over the place. Lots of knots right in behind the scapula in these really tricky areas. So I'm going to be as well moving the arm back onto the side of the bed to get into these areas. So when I strip here to the arm lines, Leontina, after that then you're coming down the thoracic spine on the erector spinae on either side to feel the tension there, and then releasing over the hips. Okay, so your imaginary line is there, and then it's straight down.
So would you say about the bra line typically?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all look like reporters. Journalists.
And again, I explained this morning with Kyla when I was working on her yesterday, it's very difficult for me to do loose knuckles or double-handed picking up because her neck is smaller. So what I'm doing is using single-handed picking up, but I'm using different widths of my fingers to scoop up the neck muscles to target around about the spine and the internal parts of the neck, and then also widening the scoop of my hand as well to get the full part of the neck into my hand. How does that feel?
Good.
Nice. And as that loosens, because I'm limited here with what I can do, I'm now just using some compressions on the shoulder and a little bit of shiggling just to release that. And again, bringing it back up with the scoop, assessing where is she tight, where is the tension. Okay, and now transitioning into loose knuckles. Nice deep breath, Kyla. That's it. And just enjoying that breath, that release. And now transitioning into digital thumb stripping. And I'm opening my lunging stance to get more depth of pressure there, okay? I want to create more pressure, so I'm opening the legs and it all comes from my core. Transitioning now into the midsection, into circles. Again, I'm moving as I come up, and I'm using digital thumb stripping coming back around. And repeating. So I'm working both sides, I'm still treating the back as a whole. Okay, finishing to effleurage, I'm going to transition now into my section 1. So I'm going to put one hand here as my anchor, and the other hand I'm coming in straight away with a loose fist. I'm now going to transition with double thumbs, so I'm changing my stance, straight arms, and I'm lunging into it for a deeper experience. Remember, when we loosen these top traps, the top traps connect into the muscle tissue into the neck, so it's going to free her neck up when we're working here. Just keep repeating over all these big knots, just letting it soften off. Changing my stance as I come more into the mid-trap area. Combining digital thumbs with a little bit of rocking too, just to try and penetrate that open a little bit more. And then anchoring and moving into thumb circles. Then I'm working with singular digital thumbs on band 1 next to where the spine is, and I'm just repeating 3 times over the same area. Good, nice deep breath, just breathe into that, that's it. I'm now coming into band 2, 3 times. And now into band 3, which is next to the scapulae, or track 3, whatever you want to call it, 3 times. She's really tight there, okay? So we can use, again, a little bit of rocking on that area. And you can also double thumb it over that area as well, just to push that open a little bit more and bringing it around. Now, as I'm working with the muscle tissue, you can give it some love on top of the scapulae. Okay, remember, don't forget the scapulae area, because this also connects into there as well. I'm pulling it back. I'm going to give it a little bit of love all the way down there. Let her get her breath back. Now, as I'm working with her, a lot of the knots are sitting right here underneath where the scapulae is. So yesterday, when I showed you the set of techniques, we had the arm open, and then I said for a deeper experience, to tighten it, we can bring the arm back. The way that I worked there with the arm open, I was working with double thumbs, rocking. I was also working with reverse digital fingers, right? And I know it's in the scapulae. There's absolutely no point in me repeating this when I'm around here, because a lot of those movements, apart from anchoring and using my fingers to open it up, are the same. I want to try and release it even more. So straight away, I want to bring the arm back to create more tension. I'm introducing myself with some side effleurage, focusing on section 1 with alternate effleurage. And now, as that heatens up, with the arm back, I'm coming straight away into band 3 where I know all these knots are. And I'm using thumb stripping with a little bit of rocking to push further in to try and move those open. And it's nice and slow. She's not really a breather as well. So, yeah, you need to really encourage her to use that breath, Kyla. Okay, really enjoy Again, to deepen the experience, I'm not using my weight, I'm opening my legs and I'm really lunging into that. And now I'm on band 1, next to the spine, and I'm pulling back and giving it some love. Now to break that up, now I'm going to anchor it, and now I'm going to use digital fingers. Okay, and pull it back. Taking it out the arm. Relax, let it go. So as the muscle loosens, we're now mobilizing the shoulder joint area, including the scapulae. So it's a deeper movement. It's not this, okay? You really want to get in, okay, and give it a good bit of opening. Bring it out, shake it, and take it out the fingers. Okay, now for a deeper experience, we want to bring the arm around. We want to elevate the arm, and we're bringing one hand under to support the shoulder girdle. We're then bringing the arm back into a chicken wing, and this deepens the area here around band 1, band 2, band 3. You can use loose knuckles. You can also use digital fingers. And then you can stretch that out. Okay, so with the hand under the shoulder girdle, I'm supporting the front of the shoulder. Deep breath for me, Kyla. And then on the out breath, with my hand here, we're just pulling that shoulder out. So we're really stretching that open.
That's great.
I've released it at the front of the shoulder girdle, and now I'm pushing here at the scapula. Relax, relax. Bringing the arm out, okay? And now we're just going to work here into the bicep and the deltoid. So this is just thumb circles. As you move into the deltoid, you can use thumb circles, and you can also use thumb stripping. We can open the arm to loosen the muscle tissue to push deeper into it. Watching for reactions in the legs. I need to pull back, it was too much pressure for her, so I need to soften it down. Give it some rocking, some shaking. And now I'm just using some nice pestissage here on the tricep area. And taking it down now into the forearm, single-handed picking up. Deep breath, breathe into it. So her arms are pretty tight, okay? So a lot of the tension that she's got here as well is connected in with the arms, because the arm line myofascia all connects down here into the fingers. We can also work with the deltoid, bicep and tricep at one time. For a deeper experience, we can use our forearm. We can take it up into the scapulae and bring it back. For an extended move, this is more myofascia release. Open it and then push in as you develop the stretch. Shaking, rocking and moving down, and you can take that down there into the lumbar area. And you can also bring it back again. There we go. Now, we want to come down. We don't ever have the arms up elevated. That's bad body mechanics for the blood flow. You want to come down. Here, it's the same as working the calf muscle. Imaginary lines, band 1, band 2, band 3. Don't get involved in there. So you're coming up and you can strip band one just with thumb stripping. You can also, if you want, work with like a circle. You want to take it up and take it out. Take it up and strip it out. Take it up and strip it out. Flexing the wrist and then taking it out the fingers. Pulsing, just move it around. And then you want to just stretch that hand out. So you're going to put your hand in their hand, your thumb on their thumb. I'm holding her wrist. Deep breath. And out you go. And that gives a really nice stretch in front of the shoulder girdle as well. So it's not a way up here, you're at the same height as the bed. And relax, good. Okay, give it some love, come back in. And reassess the neck, how's it feeling now? It does feel better, it's not so tight. So that's because you've released all of the connective tissue in there. So now I'm coming back in and reassessing, treating the back as a whole. I'm going to transition to the other side, but I'm using both sides to feel how they have released, okay? And again, using reverse digital fingers. It's really tight there, so I'm slowing it down. Okay, and now coming into my side effleurage and transitioning. Coming in now with my double thumbs. Repositioning to get more weight behind me. Repositioning again to get more weight behind me as I want to push in. So it's like this and it's like this, okay? So it's a bit like, you know how you get those cranes? Lift up, dump, lift up. It's the same. Imagine like you're the crane, okay? And your target's going to move. You have to move with it as well. And again, your target, where is the target again? It's where the tension is. You'll see that I don't really look so much at the clients when I'm working. I'm feeling it. And a lot of the times I feel better when I'm kind of looking somewhere else because you're going on the touch. A lot of the Eastern people are blind. If you go to any of the Eastern countries, a lot of the best doctors that you'll meet, they're all blind. And they do it all on the power of touch and intuition. Did you ever see the old Karate Kid films? Yeah. Mr. Miyagi, he was blind and he would be able to go, who are you there? Do you know, it's the same thing when you don't look. There's some massage courses you'll go on and they'll actually blindfold you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They say that there's restaurants too that you eat in the dark, and they say that if you one sense shuts down, your other senses are more powerful.
Yeah.
So your feeling sense.
I like to try that actually.
Yeah.
And also eat in the dark, but also like massage.
Massage, yeah. But try chocolate with your blindfold
It gives
on.
you a
Times
different
better.
feeling.
So
if
you got
you
like
just close your eyes and you just
quality
yeah.
pride.
I just do it. When I do it with my friends, I always close my eyes.
What, eating?
Huh?
No,
No,
massage.
yeah, every time.
Relax.
I'm enjoying the food.
Awkward.
Deep breath, breathe into it.
Yeah, do that next time when you eat chocolate. You just close your eyes and enjoy it more.
That's how they
It's
do it
like
in the
just one
commercials.
piece.
They're always like,
Is that too much? Deep breath, breathe. Good, okay. So you see the way I'm taking some of these techniques, but I'm sequencing them different because it's a different muscle tissue I'm working on. And again, listen to the body. The body will tell you what to do, it will tell you where to go. When you treat one side, it doesn't necessarily need to be the same sequence on the other side. And remembering, I don't need to spend as much time on this side because it's not as tight as the other side. So less detailed work for me on this side. Nice little addition that you can use if somebody has a tight neck and a small neck like this. You want to get your knuckles like this, and you can do a spinal stretch. A spinal stretch, you put your knuckles here on either side of the spine, and you're just coming up the spine. This comes right into the connective tissue in here. Come back in with your single-handed picking up. And again, I'm going to give her a nice stretch with these arms. And breathe. And relax. Just pull that out. So that stretch comes all the way there into the shoulder girdle, into the scapula, and into the lats. Okay? So you're just holding and you're moving around like that. Again, 20 seconds. If they go, oh, that feels so good, hold it for 45 and then take it around like this as well. Okay, bring her back there. Then you would then come into working in your thoracic area and also here into the into the lower back and the hips. Okay, I'm now coming into the hips. What techniques do I have here? We've got alternate fist.
Kneading.
You use your kneading here on the thoracic area. To transition, you can come down this way.
One-sided in approach.
Is that the maintenance
Yeah,
guy?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Maybe for the. Can I just ask for his tool?
I didn't recognise him.
You want to ask for his tool?
Yes. You want to go?
So I'm working both sides with your introductory pes dressage, ringing, kneading, and the focus on the other side is basically a double-handed effleurage for a deeper experience. To get more focused, you then transition into just your thumb stripping. You can combine with a bit of rocking just to open it up even further. And you can also use an effleurage on the other side as well. And you can also finish with double-handed effleurage. But again, I hate this. I hate it for my own body mechanics. I feel really uncomfortable doing this, but you can do it. You also have your figure of 8 as well, if you want to transition from side to side double-handed, or you can use your reinforced effleurage off the figure of 8. That can feel really soothing. Like the figure of 8, see if you do it for about 45 seconds and you've got some heat coming from your hands, your clients just love it. It's nice, isn't it?
And can I see the two-handed figure
Yeah.
eight?
Bit of a wax on idea, but then
Yeah.
And then you can come all the way up here. You can also do the figure of 8 round the shoulders.
So I always had traffic jam with figure.
yeah, me too. But somehow it seems so simple.
We make it look easy. It's the pro.
Okay, and for a relaxing experience, you just want to feather that off. You feather both sides and then you feather up and out. For a deeper experience, you can use any of your tapotement. then you can just gently just rock there, the lower part of the spine, mobilising the hips. Okay, any questions? Anything else you want me to run through with you? So that was more